All right, I just finished my workout. Let's talk about it. All right, I hit a triple on bench with 235 pounds. That was 3 reps. I had about 2 reps in the tank. I'm still getting my strength back. My max on bench was 265 pounds with a pause, and I'm still climbing back up there. All right, 235 for 3 was way lighter than it was today for me before. I'm no longer pausing my benches as I don't think I'll be competing in powerlifting anytime soon again. So I don't really need to pause my benches because that's why I was pausing them. Because in competition, you have to pause your bench press at the chest. I don't need to do that right now since I don't think I'm going to compete anytime soon. I'm just trying to hit 315 on bench, with a respectable touch, right? Again, not a pause, but a decent touch and back up. So hopefully I'm hoping 6 months I can get there. I think right now my bench max would be about still 255, 265. Hopefully more. I'm hoping to bench 275 soon and just kind of get the ball rolling as I get my strength back, and hopefully I can just gain a lot of strength really fast. Who knows? Hopefully, I am bulking 51 days into the bulk. And this is one of 3 bench days that I have in my program currently. So today, as I mentioned, I did the triple with 235. Then I had 2 sets of 4. I think I did 220 pounds for 2 sets of 4. And then I did 2 sets of guillotine press and 2 sets of chest press. That was it for today's workout. Then I have another day in the week where I do a heavy single, and then I think 2 sets of 5, some incline chest press, and some skull crushers for triceps and stuff. And then another day where I do 3 sets of 3 and then 2 sets of 6 on Larson press. And that's about it, I think. Yeah, fairly mid to low volume. I actually removed a bunch of sets recently because I just recently left my coach. I did have a coach who was coaching me in powerlifting and kind of just coached me, made my program. I learned a lot from him. Really grateful to have him. But I think I'm at a point where I don't really need a coach and I can just coach myself. Yeah, so that's why I'm doing that. And so just programming for myself, I kind of just took the program that he already gave me and modified the volume. I'm kind of just trying out different things and just experimenting with my programming. Hopefully, like I said, in around 6 months, like in June, well, not 6 months, I guess 4 or 5 months in June, I can bench 315. That was my original goal, 315 in June. So that is the goal. One other reason also why I left my coach was to save money because I am working on my bodybuilding clothing brand, which I think I mentioned in my last couple YouTube videos. And that's going well. I ordered my first samples a few days ago, and they're going to come in a few weeks. Hopefully, they're good. Stay tuned for that. I really want to document that and show you guys the ins and out of the ins and outs of kind of starting a brand from scratch, because I don't really know much. I'm just kind of going with the flow, learning as I go, because I've never really done this before, but I'm really passionate about it. I really like doing it. I really like the message behind it. I'm not gonna say anything about it just yet, but it's something that means a lot to me, and hopefully you guys like it. So, as I mentioned, 2x4 with 220 pounds. After that, did the guillotine press. I think the first set was 175 pounds for 7 reps. And then it was a bit too light. Right now I'm doing like a 5 to 7 rep range for guillotine press. And so that was about 7 reps. I may have had one more in the tank. But anyway, bumped the weight up to 180 and I hit 7 reps again. So hopefully next week when I do guillotine press, I'll probably go up to 185, just slowly increasing the weight. I'm trying to get it down to like the lower end of the rep range to 5 reps and then build up to 7. And yeah, chest press, just kind of a goofy setup I have here for my chest press. It's a unilateral setup, and when I'm doing like my right side, I have to hold on to my punching bag for stability, and then when I'm doing my left side, I have to hold on to like the rack in my garage here with like a bunch of tools on it and stuff. I just have to hold on to that for stability. Yeah, stability is a pretty big issue for me for some of the exercises that I do here, since I'm in a limited garage gym setup. I don't really have access to any machines and stuff, so I have to kind of use my cable machine to replace basically every other machine you'd see at a gym, and of course using dumbbells and barbells. But yeah, also today I woke up at 150.3 pounds, I think, something like that. And yeah, I started the bulk at 145.5 pounds. That was 51 days ago, nearly 2 months ago. And I've gained a bit more weight than I wanted to. It's gained about 5 pounds. Of course, some of it's probably water weight, but I can tell for sure that I have gotten a bit fatter since the end of my cut. Of course, that's to be expected. I did want to gain like a pound or two a month. So ideally, the weight that I am now, I would have been in like a month or two or three. But it is what it is. I'm not completely controlling my diet as much as I should. Like, I know I look at like my MyFitnessPal and I see how many calories I've logged in for the day, and I'm looking at like freaking 700 more than I should have ate. So I know that I'm messing up on my calories, so I really need to log that in. But like, food is so good. Like, I restricted myself for 4 whole months, and then towards the end of my cut, I was so tired and fatigued and hungry. So now I'm just kind of letting go. But yeah, I mean, we're progressing. Actually, I do hope to compete in a bodybuilding show sometime, maybe in like a year once I'm a bit more jacked. Maybe like a men's physique competition, since I'm not really focusing on leg training as much right now. I'm just kind of keeping my legs at maintenance. I don't really care to grow them that much. But yeah, I think a men's physique show would be nice, since men's physique is kind of like the category for aesthetic, like aesthetic body, like lean, V taper type of, those are kind of like the requirements that you need to have for men's physique. I'm saying that type of physique, just lean and all that, right? The more aesthetic, less bulky, less big physique. That's kind of the physique I'm aiming for. And of course, like I mentioned, they don't check your legs for that division. So, and I don't really care that much to grow my legs. So that seems like a good division for me to compete in. But hopefully, I'll compete there at some point. But yeah, just kind of progressing in my training through this bulk, getting as jacked as I can, and hopefully, once I cut down in like 8 months, 6 to 8 months, I'd have gained a decent amount of muscle. Since I did focus like 2 years, basically most of my time training in powerlifting, I don't really know how much muscle I can still build like quickly, if that makes sense. Like when you have a newbie gains phase, like the first year, and then you still build a decent amount of muscle in year two, and then a good bit in year three. That early like first few years of training where you're gaining like a lot of muscle. Since I wasn't really focusing on gaining muscle that much, I still think that I do have some gains that I can get kind of quick, right? Without spending, not, most people, they spend like a year trying to gain like 1 or 2 pounds of muscle when they're 8 years into training or whatever. But since I'm still kind of early into my training and I wasn't really focusing on hypertrophy, I think I can eke out a good amount of gains in the next like 6-8 months of bulking. But yeah, I said a lot. I hope you guys understood everything I said in this video. Just a recap video for today's training. Trying to post more often. I'll try to post these as often as I can. I'll be also trying to vlog around the city, just doing things along with posting my training, because, posting just training and what I'm eating and all that stuff can get a bit repetitive. But I'll just kind of post whatever comes to mind. Any video ideas I have, I'll post, I'll show you guys, and I'll keep you updated on the clothing brand that I am building. Hopefully in a few weeks, once I get the samples, I'm gonna start like, marketing for everything and teasing the drops and all that stuff. And yeah, that's kind of like my big project and what I'm working on outside of making these videos and outside of training. So yeah, I think that'll be it for the day. Hopefully you guys, again, understood what I said and you enjoyed the video. See you guys in the next one.